Hello, this is Daniel, and today I want to talk about sharing and collaborating on documents. Creating a Microsoft Word or PowerPoint in your channel, or uploading and creating it in your channel, creates a shared online document that everyone can edit either synchronously or asynchronously, like you would a Google Doc or a Google Slide. There's two ways to start a document or to place one inside of your team to work on. One is to go here and upload it to a post. So I can upload something from my computer that I want everyone to take a look at. So I might have a document that, like a PDSA form, and the thing is, I have about 7 people in this team, but I want to make sure everyone can see it, but there's one person I really want to take a look at it. So I'll say to that person at Jason there, can you so now Jason is going to get a little ding. If he's on Teams, he'll get something right here that'll say Daniel Rock mentioned you. And then he can click on that and come here. If he's not online and he has his settings, his notification set up, he'll get an email after a certain amount of time that says, Jason, someone has mentioned you. Or when he logs in, he'll see his activity will have a notification right here. So I put that in, and what this does is it uploads it to the cloud, and there are several ways I can access it. If I click on it, it'll open up the document in Teams, but it'll say, to ensure the best possible experience, Word will be view only by default. So I can look at it, and as I look at it, I can make comments. Right? I can do that, or I can click edit, which will then open up a version here online, right? Or I can edit it in Microsoft on the desktop. So if I go back to my office, I go to these 3 dots, and it gives me these options. Edit in Teams, right? If I click edit in Teams, now I can actually sometimes edit it right here. Or I can open in the desktop app. If I do the desktop app, it will actually open it in a traditional way. Now it's still on the cloud because you see this right here, it tells you that it's syncing it. So every about 10 seconds, it'll save it, or when I press save. So they won't necessarily, people won't see me editing in real time. It'll see sort of what I do every few seconds. Or I can download a copy. If I want my own copy, I can just click on that. So those are my options of how to edit a document in a collaborative way. This is, if I do edit in Teams, open desktop, open in browser, that's a shared document. If I download it, that's my own document. And you'll see if I click right here, it gives me those same options. Every time I upload something here, it automatically posts in the files. So you saw how I just downloaded that document here. Now it's in files, and I can open it if I want. If I click on this, it'll bring me back to here like we saw before, and I can do what I said earlier. I can edit in Teams, open a desktop app, or open it on the web. So one thing a lot of folks like is having their files synced on their desktop. So notice if I go open up my desktop as I would open any regular file, and I click on this group, all of a sudden that file is right here on my desktop, and I can open it. And it's syncing to a cloud-based folder. How did I do that? The way you do that is you go in your team, you find the folder, you go to Files in your Teams. Let me start over. In Teams, right? I'm going to my school improvement team, and I'm in the Teams training group channel. I go to Files, and I click Sync. You have to click that for it to do it the first time. After that, it'll happen automatically. And you know what's happening because you see this little icon spinning. Once you do that, you'll scroll down in your Explorer down to Southern Regional Education Board. And you see these are the different teams groups. And every time I press sync in a team group, it creates a new folder for that group. And within groups, there'll be folders there. So you'll see sometimes it'll say general, and then it'll have the subfolders for the channels. Or each channel might create its own folder here. So this is a general channel, but this is a subchannel, right? So that's what happened there. That is how you use docs and files and share them and work on them collaboratively in Teams.